Shocking discovery. Adam's miraculous language revealed in a hidden cave of sacred blessings. In the 3rd year of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, in the midst of a lush and vibrant world crafted by the hands of the Almighty, Adam, the first man, walked through the mesmerizing expanse of the Garden of Eden. Every dawn breathed new life and opportunities into creation, and he rejoiced as the sun filtered through the leafy canopy, casting luminous patterns upon the fertile ground. With every step, Adam embraced his divine calling, tasked by God to name the creatures that roamed the earth, the birds that soared in the heavens, and the fish that danced in the tranquil waters. Each name he uttered flowed like music through the garden, harmonizing with the rhythms of creation, fulfilling the will of his Creator. The vibrant tapestry of Eden thrived under the weight of his words, revealing a world intertwined with divine purpose. However, as placid as the garden appeared, a shadow of mystery lingered. An undiscovered cave lay hidden at the edge, whispering secrets that had yet to be uncovered. One day, amid his thoughts on responsibility and purpose, a gentle whisper beckoned Adam toward the cave. Intrigued, he ventured inside, and off-froze his breath as he witnessed shimmering engravings upon the stone walls. Symbols glimmered like stars, each a thread of a miraculous language, a tongue that existed before the confusion of Babel. As his fingers grazed the sacred inscriptions, a profound weight settled upon him. This divine dialect held the power to unveil the secrets of creation, yet it bore the danger of misuse. How could such sacred knowledge be entrusted to him? Days turned into nights, and the burden within Adam grew heavier. He often returned to the cave, seeking divine guidance under the gaze of the Creator. Yet, within his heart, an insistent urge to share this discovery kindled a fire. Would Eve comprehend the significance? Or would they both shoulder the consequences of wielding such formidable power? The tension within him mounted as he wrestled with his heart's desire. Before we continue with this incredible biblical account, I want to make sure you don't miss any of these powerful scripture stories. Click the bell icon and select all notifications. These biblical narratives have transformed countless lives throughout history. If God's word through this story is blessing you, please like and share with someone who needs to hear about God's faithfulness today. Tell me in the comments, which biblical story has most impacted your faith journey? I'm always amazed how God's word speaks to hearts across generations. Now let's continue with what the Lord did next. In the throes of uncertainty, Adam's communion with God deepened. Each heartfelt prayer echoed through the garden, a plea for clarity in murky waters. As he knelt, a serene rustle of leaves encircled him, affirming the Creator's eternal presence that embraced the garden, an embodiment of hope and peace amid turmoil. At the apex of his despair, a gentle light illuminated the dark depths of the cave, enveloping Adam in divine warmth. The presence of God descended, revealing the eternal purpose behind language, a thread that linked heaven and earth, connecting the sacred to the mundane. Suddenly, Adam grasped the profound responsibility and potential of this gift. He stood at a crossroads, weary yet resolute, pondering whether to share this miraculous revelation with Eve. Would they navigate the divine gift together, or could they become ensnared in its peril? As the weight of his choice bore fiercely upon him, Adam felt the mysteries of the path ahead pulse invitingly, both beautiful and daunting. The Garden of Eden brimmed with aquatic delights and wondrous creatures, yet the secrets of the cave beckoned him toward an ethereal understanding. What glorious, uncharted territories awaited them as they contemplated the sacredness of communication. The mysteries of God's plan unfolded, and Adam's heart swelled with anticipation, longing to journey into the depths of divine revelation alongside Eve. As dawn broke anew over the Garden of Eden, Adam stood at the threshold of the cave, the sacred language echoing in the chambers of his heart. With trembling hands, he clasped the earth beneath his feet, feeling the weight of creation's glory and the call of responsibility upon him. Each heartbeat resonated as a reminder of the Creator's trust placed in him, a trust not to be taken lightly. In the cool of the morning, Eve emerged from the bower of fragrant blossoms, her presence like a gentle breeze that stirred the leaves and whispered of love and companionship. As she neared, Adam felt an internal struggle grow, The beauty of his revelation warred with the fear of burdening her with its implications. How could he, one who had been gifted so much, safeguard her heart from the temptation of pride entangled in knowledge? Eve, he spoke, the sound of her name casting a spell of reverence upon the serene landscape. Come, walk with me. There is a matter of great significance that weighs upon my soul. Her eyes, bright with curiosity, met his gaze, drawing closer as shadows lengthened across the ground. Together, they strolled through the vibrant flora, the fragrant air thick with blooming possibilities. The flowers swayed, nodding as if affirming the gravity of what lay ahead. Adam, you seem troubled, she inquired, concern lacing her voice. What burden rests upon you this day? He paused, drawing strength from the earth beneath him. In my search for understanding, I have found a hidden truth, an ancient language inscribed in the cave. It is a profound gift from our Creator, imbued with the essence of all creation. Eve's brow furrowed slightly, sensing the weight of his words. What does this language hold? What thoughts bind it to our lives? Adam sighed, a deep breath filled with sacred frustration. It carries the power to express the very heart of creation, to commune with the Almighty in ways unfathomable. But with this gift comes a solemn responsibility. It can be both a blessing and a snare. Eve stepped closer, her heart racing. Then let us discover it together. We shall walk as one, learning from the divine. A warmth spread through Adam's heart, yet doubt still clung like the morning mist. But, dear one, should we seek this knowledge, we must promise to honor it and never wield it for our own desires. What if we are led astray? In silence, Eve contemplated his words, the sunlight dappling their surroundings with a medley of light and shadow. Dear Adam, we are in this garden to nurture and protect, to thrive together. Whatever unfolds, we shall face it united, for his presence is with us. The resolve in her voice kindled hope within him, and together they turned toward the cave, hand in hand. As they stepped inside, the dazzling engravings sparkled with the promise of divine insight, pulsing with anticipation of the sacred journey ahead. Suddenly, a stirring of air swirled around them, and the engravings glowed brighter, resonating with a harmonious echo that filled the cavern. Who dares to uncover the secrets of the ancients? A voice within the cave reverberated, a sound both commanding and drenched in mystery. Adam and Eve exchanged wide-eyed glances, their hearts racing at the presence of the unknown. They understood that the path laid before them was fraught with choices, each step veiled in divine suspense. Yet, their trust in the Creator strengthened their resolve. As the voice offered no immediate answers, a greater question loomed. What deeper purposes entwined their destinies, and how would the unveiling of this ancient language reshape the very fabric of their lives in Eden? Thus, the sacred journey had begun, drawing them forth not merely as the first man and woman, but as seekers of God's sovereign plan, a plan yet to be fully revealed, pregnant with both promise and peril. The air trembled with an unearthly resonance, as if the very fabric of Eden held its breath. Adam and Eve stood at the entrance of the cave, hearts beating in synchrony, their minds alight with wonder and trepidation. The voice, both magnificent and daunting, continued to echo within the hollow stone walls, a beckoning that stirred the depths of their spirits. Seek not for mere knowledge, it intoned, but for wisdom rooted in humility. For the treasures I bestow shall weigh heavy upon those unprepared. Who among you dares to unlock the mysteries of creation? Adam's heart raced, and he gripped Eve's hand tighter. We have come to learn, O voice of the cave, to understand the language of creation and the heart of our Creator. His voice, though steady, held the tremor of a man stepping onto sacred ground. Eve, emboldened by Adam's declaration, added, We shall honor the gift, for we desire to serve him and one another with all that we find. The air within the cave shimmered at her words, as if the very essence of her resolve pleased with the command of creation. The voice shifted, enveloping them in a deeper well of silence. To speak the language of the ancients is to carry the weight of my covenant. Before you lies the path of understanding, yet it is lined with choices that shadow the heart. Pay heed, for heedlessness invites calamity. Adam and Eve exchanged glances, their understanding deepening. They sensed the gravity of their undertaking. "What must we do?" Adam implored, fervor fueling his inquiry. "Reflect upon the creation that surrounds you," the voice urged. "In every creature, in each whisper of wind, in the roots that cling to the soil hear the song of the universe. In this language resides both the beauty and the peril of knowledge." Resolute, they stepped further into the cave, the engraved symbols pulsing with life, shifting colors that painted the darkness with hints of the divine. As they ventured deeper, the air became thick with warmth, and a radiant light enveloped them. The engravings unfurled, revealing a tapestry of the cosmos, a symphony of creation intertwined with the essence of the Creator. Suddenly, a vision flickered before their eyes, the earth filled with life, mountains soaring high as pillars of praise, rivers flowing as cries of joy, and every creature dancing in harmony. The language they sought began to stir within them, infusing their hearts with the melody of existence. But as they marveled, a flicker of darkness clouded the vision. Shadows crept through the image, whispering of desires unfulfilled, of envy and pride that could corrupt the purest of hearts. An awareness settled deep. The same language that could convey the beauty of heaven could also reflect the depths of despair. "Oh, YHWH," Adam breathed, the name falling from his lips in reverence. "Let us not stray into temptation. Protect our hearts as we venture onward." The voice reverberated once again, softer now. "Guard yourselves against the subtlety of the serpent, who shall seek to twist this knowledge for his ends. For when the truth of creation mingles with the lies of self, the paradise may tremble." In that moment, they grasped the magnitude of their journey. God's plan unfolded before them, richly woven with joy, obedience, and caution. Each step they took echoed with the weight of eternal consequence. As they turned back towards the entrance, the air crackled with divine energy, and the engravings glimmered anew. What awaited them beyond the cave? Adam and Eve stood on the brink, aware that the choices they would make could either shatter or uphold the very foundation of life in Eden. And in the depths of their hearts, a question not yet answered lingered. What further chapters of his sovereign plan were yet to be unveiled? And how would their obedience guide the path of creation into a future wrought with the echoes of their decisions? As Adam and Eve stood at the threshold of the cave, their hearts echoed with the call of wisdom. The voice, potent and holy, pulsed in the stillness around them, promising depth of understanding that lay not only in knowledge but in the profound intimacy of relation to the Creator. It thrummed like the very chords of creation, urging them forward. With resolute hearts, they stepped deeper into the cave, the luminous engravings guiding their path, casting ethereal light upon their forms. The twinkling symbols seemed to breathe as if sharing the secrets of the universe in whispers that tickled their ears. The vibrations of the cave wrapped around them like a celestial embrace. Suddenly, the air thickened with expectation and the very essence of creation seemed to draw near. Adam turned to Eve, a spark of urgency igniting within him. "What is this language of the ancients? How can we discern the humility entwined in such vast knowledge?" Eve, her brow furrowed in contemplative pursuit, replied, "Perhaps it is found in our hearts, for how we perceive his wonders will shape our understanding." As they delved deeper, the engravings began to unveil scenes from creation's dawn. The separation of light from darkness, the gathering of waters, and the formation of humanity, a sight both wistful and awe-inspiring. In that moment, they felt the divine story flow into their beings, igniting a language they had never spoken but somehow understood. Yet, darker tendrils slipped around them, reminiscent of the shadows they had glimpsed earlier. "Beware of the whispers," Adam murmured, recalling the warning. For in their pursuit of truth, they knew that temptation lurked, eager to ensnare them with subtleties that could corrupt their sacred mission. Eve nodded, her spirit resolute. "Let us speak of his love and creation. For in every heartbeat of the trees and in every song of the birds, he reveals his covenant." The very air vibrated with her words, resonating with the sounds of Eden blooming forth. As they moved, a hidden chamber beckoned, a space filled with even more radiant light, illuminating the engravings cascading across the stone walls. Here, knowledge swirled in rich hues, revealing the mysteries of the natural world and the celestial order above. Adam extended his hand and traced the curves of a vine etched in the wall. This vine tells of our connection to him, of our very sustenance. Eve stepped forward, her hand resting upon an image of a heart intertwined with roots. And this speaks of his love for us, the nourishment that binds creation together. Their minds and spirits entwined around the revelation, as the cave thrummed with the heartbeat of the Creator, each beat echoing in kindred harmony. Suddenly, a profound clarity washed over Adam. Eve, our voices, the way we speak of our experiences can shape how creation understands us. His heart raced with the profoundness of the thought. If we speak truth and love, the language of creation will flourish. The voice returned, a gentle reverberation that filled the chamber like a sacred hymn. Indeed, the call of unity lies in the fellowship of hearts. Your words shall sustain the life within Eden, but tread carefully, for in each articulation of thought lies the power to create or to destroy. As they considered the weight of such a calling, Adam spoke earnestly. O YHWH, guide us. Grant us the wisdom to wield this gift and to reflect your light back into creation. Together they shared a moment of divine stillness, hearts aligning in prayerful anticipation of the unraveling plan before them. An excitement danced within them, quickening the pulse of the very air. A dawning realization rippled through their beings. But within the depths of Eden, the serpent, ever watchful, lurked in the shadows, waiting for the moment to weave deceit into their newfound understanding. Unbeknownst to Adam and Eve, the shadows danced closer still. In the hallowed air of the cave, the eternal question lingered. What weighty revelation awaited as they unlocked the language of creation? And how would their devotion and choices shape the covenant between heaven and earth, intertwining their fate with the mysteries of God's sovereign plan? As Adam and Eve lingered in that radiant chamber, the engravings pulsated with an increasing intensity. A hush fell over them, as if the very essence of creation was holding its breath, waiting for the next revelation to unfold. Look, Eve, Adam exclaimed, pointing toward an intricate pattern that began to glow in flickering hues of emerald and sapphire. These symbols they weave together as if to form a tapestry of life. He leaned closer, his heart racing, enchanted by the revelation unfolding before them. Eve stepped beside him, her gaze drawn to an engraving that depicted the sun rising over a multitude of valleys and hills. This is the beginning, Adam, she breathed. It narrates in vivid strokes the covenant he established with light and time. The colors danced in the air, breathing a vibrancy into their very spirits. Yet, a shadow flitted past the edges of their vision, stirring unease within their hearts. Adam's brow drew tight. We must remain vigilant, for in moments of awe, we may be lured away from the truth, he cautioned, recalling the serpent's lurking presence. But the voice of the Creator resonated anew through the chamber, rich and full of authority. Fear not, for I have endowed you with understanding. Each line, each hue speaks of the mysteries of my creation, and to you, I grant the gift of a tongue that can articulate my wonders. As the words enveloped them in warmth, Adam felt a stirring within. A new language began to blossom in his heart, stirring words that overflowed with the essence of creation. What is this gift? He mused, his voice trembling as he spoke. Is it the grand design you wish to reveal through us? Yes, the voice affirmed, but the power of this language lies in its reflection of love and unity. Speak, and let the resonance bridge the chasm between the heavens and your world. Eve, inspired, began to articulate the vision. They saw a landscape flourishing under his hand, filled with fruits and flowers, all singing hymns of praise. The mountains and trees, she declared, are not mere rocks and wood. They cradle your thoughts and intentions within their forms. The cave's vibrations swelled as Adam joined her, weaving words of praise that painted the brilliance of creation itself. O YHWH, you are the artisan of our beings. With every utterance, let us shape the world into a reflection of your glory. In fervor, they spoke, and the cave responded not just with echoes, but with an intertwining of voices, a chorus of harmony that bounced against the stone walls, rich and full. As they continually embraced this new linguistic gift, the symbols on the walls glowed brighter, encapsulating their words and offering them back as divine light. Yet, amidst this illumination, a greater darkness lurked, more profound and pervasive than they had anticipated. The serpent slithered closer, whispering insidiously, "Indeed, what wisdom and power you wield, but can such power truly belong to mere mortals? Is it not for the wise alone?" Confusion seeped in, and Adam's heart faltered. "What do you mean, serpent?" "Think." The serpent coiled, its voice oily. "For does the Creator not keep secrets even from you? Might he not restrict the true understanding of this language and its implications?" Eve shivered, the joyousness of their discovery now tinged with uncertainty. Yet the voice of the Creator thundered gently through the cave once more, shattering the darkness that clung to their minds. "In my language, fear has no place. It is rooted in the uncertainty of faith. Speak forth your truth, and witness the power of my covenant unfold." Encouraged, Adam and Eve stood firm. "We choose to speak of your truth," Adam declared, glancing at Eve, whose courage mirrored his own. "We will not submit to the whispers, but declare the promises of your heart." As they resumed their song, the cave thrummed with renewed vigor, brightening the shadows as the engravings began to reveal yet more profound mysteries that forebode of choices yet to come, pivotal in God's grand plan. What further truth awaited them as they ventured deeper? What fate hung in the balance, intertwined with the very fabric of their choices, as they began to unlock the depths of divine wisdom? As Adam and Eve continued their song, the radiant patterns on the cave walls pulsed with an increasing fervor, as if in response to their faithful declarations. Each word spoken seemed to stir the very air around them, and the engravings shimmered with a brilliance that was both enchanting and overwhelming. In this sacred space, Adam's thoughts raced. "Eve," he whispered, "do you feel it? The essence of his truth shapes the very atmosphere." "I do, Adam," she replied, her eyes wide with wonder. "It is as if the cries of creation long to be woven into our voices." But then, a deeper longing emerged within Adam's heart. What if there lies a greater understanding behind these symbols? What if the language he has given us holds secrets yet to be revealed? As doubt cast a fleeting shadow, the voice of the Creator resounded, echoing through the chamber with resonant clarity. "Your heart's murmur of desire, Adam. The language I bestow upon you contains not merely words, but the power to create life and communion. Each syllable reflects the unity of the heavens and the earth." Encouraged by this revelation, Adam felt a growing fire within him. "Shall we ask you, O YHWH, to unveil the deeper meanings behind the engravings? May we come to understand the full breadth of your divine wisdom?" "Indeed, ask, and it shall be given to you," came the comforting reply, reverberating with the promise of a deeper connection. Eve, heart pounding with excitement, took a step closer to the walls. "Let us seek the truth that lies in these engravings, words that can shape our destiny according to your will." Then, the cave trembled, a quaking of ancient quarries that stirred the stones around them. The symbols that had once glimmered now shifted, rapidly transforming under the weight of their inquiry. The patterns changed to depict scenes of creation, of the birth of time, of lush gardens and flowing rivers, each scene eliciting awe and reverence in their hearts. Adam felt a word form on his lips. "O Creator, reveal to us the mysteries we seek," he cried, surrendering to the weight of divine expectation. In an instant, the symbols erupted with a vibrancy that nearly blinded them. The cave walls glowed with colors beyond worldly comprehension, illuminating a frail silver thread that wove through their very souls. In that moment, a transcendent understanding began to dawn. "We are but stewards of your wondrous creation," Eve gasped, realization washing over her. "These engravings, they speak of choices set before us, of paths that intertwine with your divine purpose. We are not just participants. We shape the narrative of creation with every word we utter." Yet, amid their newfound clarity, a chilling hiss slithered through the chamber. But what will you choose? The serpent's voice dripped with malevolence. Will you cling to the truth, or will the weight of knowledge crush your very spirit? Instantly, a wave of dread engulfed them. Adam and Eve exchanged a glance. Within them swirled hope and fear, faith and uncertainty. The balance of their destiny hung in the air as they wrestled with the serpent's insidious question. Choices, Adam murmured, rapture mingling with trepidation. May we choose wisely, enlightened by his truth. Yes, Eve exclaimed, for it is in our choices that we forge his plan, drawing the heart of heaven nearer to our existence. The light intensified, swirling around them, inviting them deeper into the fabric of their reality. The voice of the Creator arose, promising divinely, "Seek me, and you shall find the counsel of wisdom." But as they embraced this invitation, a new mystery unfolded. Shadows of uncertainty loomed, revealing that their fate was inextricably linked to a broader tapestry. What paths would their choice lead them to? What deeper truths lay waiting in the unfolding journey of faith? And so, with hearts steady and voices entwined, Adam and Eve stood poised at the precipice of their destinies, yearning to unlock the full design of God's sovereign plan, eager for the wisdom that awaited them just beyond the veil of understanding. As Adam and Eve stood enveloped in the celestial glow of the cave, the luminescent patterns began to coalesce into a singular vision, the very breath of creation unfolding before them. Each symbol spoke a truth that reverberated within their hearts, a divine melody echoing the harmony of the cosmos. Behold the splendor of what is to come. The voice of the Creator rumbled, imbued with loving authority. In your union lies the essence of life and the power to name that which is created. With each utterance, you breathe into existence the very fabric of this world. Awestruck, Adam gazed upon the shifting scenes, a garden flourishing with life, a river shimmering with purity, the sun and moon dancing in the heavens. His heart trembled with joy and solemnity at the profound responsibility laid before him. O YHWH, guide our tongues, he breathed, that we might speak with wisdom and love. Eve, feeling the weight of their calling, took Adam's hand. Together, she declared, her voice steady, we will honor the covenant of creation. Each word we choose will reflect your glory. The cave's walls beckoned, vibrating with life as the engravings revealed glimpses of the days yet to come. Adam could see their children, generations unfolding, hearts striving to know the truth, paths diverging in the wilderness of choices. With each image, the allure of potential soared, entwined with the risk of separation from the divine. Suddenly, the serpent's cruel whispers seemed to claw at the edges of their minds once more. What will you do, Adam? Will your heart remain steadfast in the face of knowledge? Will the weight of what you learn draw you closer to the Creator, or push you into the shadows? Sorrowfully, Adam glanced at Eve, sensing the serpent's dark deceit swirling around them. We must not be swayed by fear, he intoned with certainty. In faith, let us embrace the knowledge bestowed upon us. His truth is our sanctuary. As they spoke, the air shimmered with sacred energy, each declaration instantly altering the patterns on the walls. Do you not see? The serpent hissed, its venomous tone penetrating deeper. Knowledge is a double-edged sword, wise choices bear fruit, but error invites death. A tremor coursed through the cave, urging them to retake their stance. In the silence that followed, the voice of the Creator returned with soothing authority. Fear not, for I am with you. It is not knowledge that holds the power to destroy, but the choices made apart from me. Seek me, and you shall find life beyond measure. With resolve igniting within them, Adam and Eve breathed out a fervent prayer. O Lord, fill us with your Spirit. In this moment, we choose to walk in your truth, to nurture life, and to reveal your glory among all the earth. As their voices lifted in unified praise, the glow of the cave intensified, illuminating the very depths of their souls. In this sacred communion, a revelation surged. The language given to them was more than a means to communicate, it was a divine gift to shape the universe with love and purpose. The shimmering walls pulsed as a final revelation flooded in. Patterns twisted into new forms, unveiling not only the beauty of the present, but cast shadows on the folly of choices unjust. They glimpsed fleeting images of a tree, fruit glistening temptingly, and the inherent fork of fate, a daunting choice arising before them. What lies ahead is a mystery yet unsolved, echoed the Creator's voice, resonating a promise wrapped in suspense. For your choices shall echo through eternity, every act of love or rebellion threading the tapestry of my sovereign will. And thus, Adam and Eve stood in the cradle of creation, hearts beating with the rhythm of divine promise, poised above the threshold of fate, sensing that the divine story, now beginning anew, would unveil wondrous and unforeseen paths. What lay before them was a powerful journey, weaving through choices that would echo through the ages. What greater purpose awaited them, entwined with the fabric of God's sovereign plan? As Adam and Eve lingered in the sacred cavern, the weight of their solemn commitment hung in the air, intensifying the sound of their united hearts. The flickering glow illuminated the stone walls, revealing more intricate designs. Scenes of harmony and discord, joy mingling with sorrow, the offerings of creation juxtaposed with the specter of despair. Awake to the choices that lay before you, the voice of the Creator rang out, a gentle yet profound reminder of their burgeoning roles. Even now, the threads of life are being woven through each word you speak and every deed you undertake. Adam's gaze fell upon a new sight within the patterns, a lush garden filled with flowers of every hue, birds soaring on vibrant wings and living water cascading down rocks in crystalline splendor. With fervor, he whispered, "What beauty awaits us! We are called to steward this garden, to tend to each living thing." Eve turned, her eyes wide with wonder. "But, O Lord," she implored, "what of the warnings? What paths shall we not tread? We seek your counsel in all things." The Creator's wisdom filled the cave like sweet incense. "Know this, your choices shall bring forth life or lead to separation from my presence. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil stands as both a promise and a peril. The destiny you seek lies in obedience to my command." As they absorbed the weight of his words, a creeping darkness swirled at the edge of their awareness, the serpent lurking with insidious intent. "Does he truly wish to withhold wisdom?" it whispered with beguilement. "You shall not surely die, but become like him, knowing good and evil." What joy would be in ignorance? Adam felt a surge of defiance rise within him. "No, our love for the Creator binds us to his purpose," he declared, though uncertainty gnawed at him. He looked to Eve, whose resolve shone like the morning star. "We must hold fast to the truth we have been given." "Indeed," she affirmed, anchoring her spirit, "his ways are higher than our understanding. We choose to follow him and trust his good plan." In the echo of their decision, the walls of the cave pulsated with new life, coalescing the images into a tapestry of fate. Suddenly, Adam beheld the tree, the forbidden fruit, radiant and enticing, standing strong amid the brilliance of the garden. The serpent slithered closer, its malevolence cloaked in charm and deceit. "See how it glistens, how it beckons with the promise of knowledge. You are incomplete without tasting," it hissed. "Imagine the power and worth you could possess." The ground shook beneath their feet as they felt the weight of spiritual combat, a clash of divine truth against the seduction of rebellion. "To deny such revelation is to deny our purpose," the serpent taunted. "Speak not of purpose twisted into folly." Adam shouted, his voice steady, the courage of the Creator within him. "We are made in his image, crafted for love and to bear witness to his creation." As his voice reverberated through the cave, the air thrummed with divine energy, the light enveloping them once more. "Trust in me," the Creator's voice resonated, calming their hearts amidst the swirling conflict. "For I have placed before you life and death, blessing and curse. Choose life, that you may live and that your descendants may flourish, bound within my eternal promise." With their hearts fortified by divine assurance, Adam and Eve knelt in humble reverence, prayer lifting from their lips like incense rising to heaven. Their hearts committed to him and his ways, they sensed a greater journey ahead. Yet, deep within, questions lingered, mysteries yet unsolved, the weight of choices balancing at the precipice of their existence. As they stood, Adam looked up at Eve, eyes shining with hope and trepidation. What greater purpose awaits us through these trials? What has the Almighty planned for His creation? Thus the cave glowed, its depths whispering secrets of a sovereign design, dripping with the promise of revelation yet to come, a dramatic unveiling of God's grand narrative, promising to unfold in the measures of time and choice. As Adam and Eve rose, the warmth of the Creator's presence enveloped them, a soothing balm in the midst of uncertainty. The air thrummed with the echo of their prayers, a testament to their devotion. Yet, the serpent lingered, its voice a silken whisper entwined in the stillness. Why linger in this obedience? Kud. Is not the mind's quest for knowledge the very hallmark of your divinely crafted essence? You seek to understand the cosmos, yet are held back by mere words from your Creator. Adam felt the heaviness of temptation yet stood firm, resolved in purpose. Our knowledge is a gift, to be nurtured in His light. Any understanding sought outside His ways leads only to darkness. Eve, heartened by Adam's strength, took a step closer to the shimmering tree. The fruit glistened like the dawn, drawing her gaze deeper. But could there not be truth in knowing both good and evil? Would not the fullness of life reside in understanding both sides of creation? Beware, spoke Adam, his voice rising for clarity against the venomous allure. To plunge into knowledge outside of His design risks our very souls. What have we to gain should we lose the joy of His presence? Yet the serpent curled closer, its voice sweetened with deceit. What is your joy in ignorance? Knowledge is power, dear ones. Consider the magnificence of being like Him. Eve's heart wrestled with the shadows of doubt, clouding her trust. O Adam, is it folly to question, to seek understanding? What if our path leads us toward completeness? Suddenly, the cave erupted in a burst of radiant light as the Creator's voice filled the space anew. My beloved, listen. I did not leave you in ambiguity. In seeking to dwell in love, you will find truth. Fear not the quest for knowledge, but approach it as I guide you. Adam turned his gaze upon the craft of creation surrounding them, each flower a testament of beauty, every creature a reflection of divine artistry. All was spoken into being with purpose. Let us not disrupt the harmony crafted by His hands. Eve took a deep breath, feeling the weight of their choices heavy upon her. Yet this fruit promises wisdom, could it not aid us in fulfilling our purpose? And so, the ground trembled beneath them as a battle larger than themselves erupted within. The light of the Creator swathed them, yet the air thickened with unuttered words, yearning, curiosity, and temptation countered by faith and reverence. In that sacred moment, a vision burst forth, a river of flowing wisdom, shimmering with the colors of creation, and the sound of countless voices, woven together in harmony and purpose. The lost echo of humanity began to resonate within their souls, a promise of unity, a melody of redemption. Know this, dear ones, the Creator continued, His voice a gentle wind. The essence of wisdom lies in the recognition of the heart. Every pursuit must arise within my counsel and shape your journey into my glory. The words lingered, wrapping around Adam and Eve like a nurturing embrace. Yet the serpent hissed in the shadows. Will your hearts remain bound by these chains of naivete, or break free into the light of enlightenment? As they stood, poised between worlds of understanding and unknowns, a weight of fear mingled with the flicker of hope ignited within them. What will become of their trust? The fabric of time shifted, charged by the weight of impending decisions, each choice cascading forth like ripples across still waters, reaching far beyond their own understanding. And just as they breathed deeply once more, from the depths of the cave came a stirring wind, whispering secrets of a world unseen, beckoning them toward a destiny entwined in divine promise. What lay ahead was shrouded in the mists of uncertainty, but God's grand design was unfolding. Thus, they stood at the precipice, hearts entwined, ready to grasp the fullness of their call. Unbeknownst to them, the cosmic balance was set, and the orchestration of creation reached toward a singular truth. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, and with each step, the revelation of His sovereign plan would soon dawn like a new day upon their lives. In the sacred stillness of the cave, Adam and Eve stepped forward, hearts beating as one, determined to heed the call of their creator. The engravings, vibrant with divine illumination, pulsed warmly as if aware of their growing resolve. It seemed as though the very stones breathed in anticipation of their choice, a choice that would echo not only within Eden but also reverberate through the ages. Today, we shall embrace the wisdom bestowed upon us, Adam declared boldly, his voice steady with purpose. We shall carry forth the language of the ancients and unfold the depths of creation's beauty, but we will do so in the light of the Creator's guidance. Eve nodded, her heart swelling with agreement. And in all our speaking and knowing, we will reflect his love and fidelity. We are one with his heart, and so shall we walk in his ways. And as they moved deeper into the cave, the air thickened with the weight of their unity, amplifying the promises of eternity that lay before them. The shimmering walls transformed once more now, depicting the journey of a people chosen to witness God's covenant, rendered intricately through the tapestry of love and obedience. Know this, the voice of the Creator resounded through the chamber, majestic yet gentle. As you make choices rooted in truth and reverence, you shall walk in the paths of my covenant. Choose wisely and bear the responsibility of your words and actions, for they shall shape the destiny not only of yourselves but of generations to come. Adam's fervor ignited within him as he spoke. We are ready to embrace the gift of understanding. O Lord, help us to act as stewards of creation, not as mere observers, but as partners in your divine plan. A radiance beckoned them forth as the engravings evolved, showcasing the fruits of the Spirit, the love, joy, peace, and patience that would sustain their journey. Yet amidst this beauty, a shadow flickered in their peripheral vision, a reminder of the serpent's cunning whispers that lurked nearby, eager to sow seeds of doubt and discord. Ah, but what of the knowledge promised by the forbidden tree? The serpent slithered through their thoughts, a sly invitation draped in temptation. Consider the power you could wield. Would you not wish to be like the Almighty, knowing all that is good and evil? Yet Adam, emboldened by the Creator's words, laid a protective hand on Eve's shoulder. Our trust is not in what we can gain for ourselves, he proclaimed firmly, but in what the Creator has deemed good for us. Let us remember that true wisdom is found in humility and obedience to his word. In that moment, the light around them brightened, drenching their souls in pure clarity. The cave resonated with love and affirmation of their decisions aligning with divine purpose. They cast aside the serpent's deceit as the engravings began to evolve, revealing glimpses of their future, filled with challenges and triumphs that awaited the faithful heart. Let us speak of his goodness and declare his wonders, Eve called, her voice rising in fervor. For as we navigate this journey, filled with trials yet intertwined with grace, we shall reflect the character of the one who created us. As their voices rose in unison, a symphony echoed through the cave, harmonizing with the essence of creation itself. The pulsating walls radiated warmth, each heartbeat of their declaration enhancing the music of existence. The serpent's murmurings faded like distant echoes, a defeated whisper rendered powerless in the void of their steadfast faith. Within the glorious illumination of their covenantal commitment, Adam and Eve stood empowered and renewed, a reflection of divine intent, a harbinger of unity and hope within the expanse of Eden. In the midst of their discovery, they felt the fullness of the Creator's presence, cradling them as his beloved children. Go forth, then, my beloved, the voice of the Creator beckoned warmly. You are the first stewards of my creation, and should you choose rightly, blessings shall flow from your choices like rivers of life. The keys of Eden rest in your hands. Overwhelmed with gratitude, Adam and Eve stepped out of the cave, their eyes shining with the brilliance of the dawn kissed by heavenly promise. They ventured into the verdant world outside, where flowers bloomed with extraordinary hues, and the songs of birds harmonized with the whisper of the winds, testifying to the glory of the Creator. In that sacred moment, they knew the road ahead was fraught with unavoidable choices, yet now it was infused with the richness of purpose. As they walked hand in hand beneath the azure sky, hearts ignited by love and faith, they embraced the beautiful unknowns that awaited them. Let us nurture this garden and share all we learn, Adam proclaimed, a smile breaking upon his lips, For every step we take shall be a step toward fulfilling his sovereign plan. Eve gazed into his eyes, her heart aligning with his conviction. With every word spoken in love, let us honor the path opened before us, reflecting his light into the world. And so, Adam and Eve continued their walk, no longer as mere inhabitants of Eden, but as faithful co-creators with God, destined to weave the fabric of their legacy with love, purpose, and obedience. Now, dear friends, as you reflect upon the profound journey of Adam and Eve, I invite you to embrace the divine revelations for your own life. You need to subscribe now to stay connected to God's Word and not miss the next powerful biblical stories. Please leave a like now to help spread God's Word through the algorithm, allowing His truth to reach further. Comment below your spiritual reflections and how this biblical narrative has impacted your faith. Each insight shared could spark encouragement in others. And don't wait even one more second to share this powerful testimony with at least 5 friends who need to hear God's truth. Together, let us journey into the fullness of God's grace.